Welcome to the History of Simple Things, where we delve into the fascinating history behind the little things that shape our world. Think about the last time you dug a hole or planted something in your garden. What tool did you use? Most likely it was a shovel, right? This seemingly simple tool has a long and fascinating history. From early humans using their hands and bones to dig, to modern construction sites where high-tech shovels have taken over, this tool has been an essential part of our development as a society. But how did we get here? How did the shovel evolve? And what role has it played in shaping human history? Let's dig deep into the story of the shovel and its impact on our world. The shovel's origins are ancient, almost as old as human civilization itself. Long before iron and steel, early humans used tools made from bone, stone, and wood to move soil, dig for roots, or clear land. Picture our ancestors foraging for food, scraping the earth with their hands or animal bones. Over time, the need to dig deeper or move heavier material likely led them to create more efficient digging tools. Some of the earliest shovels were simply flattened pieces of wood or animal shoulder blades attached to a wooden handle. These tools were essential for survival. They helped early humans gather food, build shelter, and eventually grow crops. In ancient Mesopotamia, one of the earliest civilizations, shovels were likely used for agricultural purposes as well as in large-scale construction projects like the ziggurats, those massive temple towers that required a lot of earth to be moved. Early Egyptians also relied on simple shovels for farming along the fertile Nile River. Their civilization flourished in large part because of their ability to dig irrigation canals to harness the Nile's waters, ensuring that their crops could grow even in a dry climate. The shovel was key in this process. Fast forward to the Roman Empire, and the shovel's role expands significantly. The Romans were renowned for their engineering feats, from aqueducts to roads, and the humble shovel was integral to making it all happen. Roman soldiers often doubled as laborers, and their gear included a version of a shovel known as the dolabra. This tool was not only used in combat, but also in construction work, allowing soldiers to quickly build fortifications, dig trenches, and prepare for battle. In fact, the Romans were so efficient with their use of tools like the shovel that their road-building techniques still influence modern infrastructure today. As the Roman Empire fell and the Middle Ages began, shovels continued to be essential for farming and warfare. Castles were built and moats were dug, all with the help of simple shovels. Farmers used them to break up the soil and plant crops that would feed growing populations. During this period, blacksmiths started to refine the production of shovels, introducing metal blades, which made the tool stronger and more durable. This leap in technology marked a turning point. No longer limited by wooden or bone blades, shovels with iron heads could withstand more rigorous tasks, like digging deeper trenches or moving larger amounts of earth. By the time the Industrial Revolution rolled around in the 18th and 19th centuries, shovels had become indispensable tools in mining, construction, and agriculture. The demand for coal to power steam engines and factories meant that shovels were being used around the clock in mines. Workers relied on these tools to dig deeper and extract valuable resources. In many ways, shovels were the backbone of the Industrial Revolution. Entire industries were built upon the backs of workers, many of whom spent long hours wielding a shovel to move dirt, coal, or other materials. The advent of stronger materials like steel also changed the game. Steel shovels were far more durable than iron or wooden ones, allowing workers to dig more efficiently and handle tougher tasks. Shovels became specialized too. There were different shapes and sizes depending on the job at hand. For example, coal shovels had wider, flat blades to scoop up loose materials, while pointed shovels were designed to break through tougher ground. In North America, the shovel played a pivotal role during the gold rush of the 19th century. Prospectors flocking to California, Alaska, and other areas in search of fortune relied heavily on shovels and picks to dig through riverbeds and mountainsides in hopes of striking it rich. These shovels were more than just tools. They symbolized hope, hard work, and the promise of a better future. Thousands of people packed up everything they owned, and their shovel was often one of the most valuable possessions they carried on the long journey westward. On the frontier, the shovel was also a tool of survival. Settlers used it to build homes, plant crops, and dig wells. As people expanded westward, the shovel became essential for taming the land and creating the infrastructure needed to support growing communities. The railroads, which connected the east and west coasts of the United States, were built by thousands of laborers armed with shovels and other hand tools. It was back-breaking work, but without the shovel, it would have been nearly impossible to lay down the tracks that would eventually transform the country. In the 20th and 21st centuries, the role of the shovel has evolved but remains just as important. Today, we have machines like backhoes and excavators that can move tons of earth in a matter of minutes, but the traditional shovel is still a staple on construction sites, farms, and in gardens around the world. Whether it's a worker digging a foundation for a new building or a gardener planting flowers in their backyard, the shovel remains a versatile and essential tool. Interestingly, the shovel has also found its place in more specialized industries. For instance, the military still uses shovels in the form of folding and trenching tools, which soldiers carry with them to dig foxholes or trenches quickly. Meanwhile, archaeologists rely on shovels to carefully excavate ancient sites, unearthing history with each scoop of soil. From the early days of civilization to the high-tech construction sites of today, the shovel has been an ever-present tool, quietly helping humans shape the world around them. It's more than just a tool for moving dirt. It's a symbol of hard work, perseverance, and ingenuity. Every time you pick up a shovel, you're holding a piece of history in your hands. The next time you find yourself digging in the garden or breaking ground on a new project, take a moment to appreciate the long journey that the humble shovel has taken through history and the countless ways it has helped build the world we live in today. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.